Now, on Chicago's Fox 32 News at 9.
Unbelievable. A major employee meltdown at a local air control center shuts down both Chicago airports.
From Midway
Anything to get back today, any way that I can.
to O'Hare.
When I get here, the flight isn't even on the board.
And what about the Naperville contractor accused of cutting himself, starting a fire, and single-handedly bringing down travel all across the country?
The very latest on that investigation.
And when Chicago might fly again.
Fox 32 News at 9 starts now.
A live look tonight from O'Hare, where 1,550 flights were canceled, another 470 at Midway.
Our coverage tonight takes you to both airports and more on that Naperville man suspected of starting the fire. First, charges are filed tonight, and Fox 32's Dane Placco kicks off our coverage live from Aurora. Dane.
That's right. Federal prosecutors tonight have charged 36-year-old Brian Howard of Naperville with one count of destruction of an aircraft or aircraft facilities. That is a felony. The feds say this was a deliberate act of sabotage.
Multiple stab wounds. He was blood loss.
Investigators say 36-year-old contract employee Brian Howard had full security clearance when he went on a rampage just before 6 o'clock this morning, cutting radar cables in a basement communications room, setting a fire with gas-soaked rags, and stabbing himself repeatedly. According to the federal indictment, Howard entered the facility dragging a black suitcase and left a message on Facebook that was forwarded to law enforcement authorities. As smoke filled the building, about 30 FAA employees were forced to evacuate. Aurora firefighters found Howard downstairs lying in a pool of blood.
There was some degree of effort on their part to drag him out of the building, but he was conscious. And as far as being cooperative, I would say not necessarily.
The Chicago Air Route Center in Aurora controls 90,000 square miles of airspace above parts of Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Iowa. With the building evacuated, the FAA was forced to order a ground stop, affecting thousands of flights nationwide. Some employees have been sent home, and it's unclear when the center will be ready to reopen.
There's a great deal of work that still has to be done. There are interviews to be conducted with witnesses and other co-workers, so it will take a while before the investigation is concluded.
Investigators tell Fox 32 Howard had worked at the center on a daily basis for some time. His car removed from the parking lot under a tarp to preserve evidence. Today's attack will likely prompt a review of security at the facility and raises questions about the screening of contract employees.
This apparently was in an isolated incident. There are no indications of terrorists. There is no reason to believe that anyone else is involved at this time.
Howard remains hospitalized tonight. He is expected to recover from his injuries. If convicted, he faces a possible 20 years in prison. The FAA saying by press release this evening that they are still assessing the damage at the communications facility behind me and do not know when it will be ready to reopen. Jeff, Dawn, back to you.
All right, Dane Placco reporting live from Aurora. Thank you. And tonight we do know the charges, but we still have a lot of questions like who is Brian Howard and what may have led him to this?
Craig Wall is live in Naperville near Howard's home. Craig.